it's your first time here, and if so, welcome. Here, it's all about loving how you live and loving where you live. But how can we show them that we love where we live and how we live?
Well, today we're going to go on a quick tour.
Of what?
The house. So come along with us and see why we love our house and how you can love yours even more. So first off, this is a 3-bedroom, 3-bath bungalow, about 1,800 square feet.
So why we love our house so much is because we packed it out with eclectic items. One being our bale of sea turtles. So this bale of turtles is actually landscaping items that you would use out in your yard that you would put on the floor in the grass. But we actually wanted to have 3D art, but not it be just like a portrait or something. So we put these turtles on the wall to give it depth in the room of our living room when people first come into the house. So another cool item that a lot of people, like every single guest that comes through our house, asks about are these lights right down here. These are pretty much Edison lights, Edison bulbs, and all you need to do is put some outdoor lights or Christmas lights in them, and bam, you have a decorative piece that can be pretty much a focal point when anyone comes into the front door. And Joseph over here, he was $1 from a church estate sale, so Christina just picked him up, and he does have a broken arm, so we just don't talk about it.
Sometimes when we have very special guests over, we put their names out. Since it's not too big of a walk from the living room to the dining room, this is our table. We purchased it about 20 years ago, and it's a 60-inch round, and we got it specifically so our little family would not have a head of the table. Everybody was equal around the table, and it's worked pretty well for over 20 years. And behind me, you're gonna see one of the things in the house that either people come in and go, that is gorgeous, or they go, that's creepy, I'm out of here. One of those two, but it's the monkeys. If by chance you can't find one of these panels, easiest thing in the world, find 4 pieces of wood, hinge it together, and actually just paint it and then weather it. It'll look just as old as this one.
So right here we have 2 bedrooms. Mine's this one. This is my brother's. He's actually 17, so let's go see how it looks. All right, it actually looks clean and it smells clean. Let me tell you a secret of why it smells clean. It's over here. He plays basketball, he sweats like a pig, and he uses this thing called Dry Guy. So whether it's basketball, baseball, or Quidditch, people, hello, the Dry Guy is great for you.
So on to my daughter's room. This is, it seems like a master, but it's not. You'll notice a couple items in here. The accent wall that we have behind the bed is painted a different color. And it also has a nice piece of laser cut metal artwork. Actually, there's another piece of that in the house you'll see a little later. You'll notice over here our Instagram calendar. Totally not full of anything. So this is, guess what? This is going out Tuesday, right there. This is just a gold frame we picked up. Notice the gold frames all over the house. It had a great picture in it, took it out, used the glass, and I went ahead and plotted a month out on it. Did the days. So check it out, look at that. That's not gonna move. Our months are steady because this is all done on the other side of the glass, these 2. So here it is, Star Marine. Instagram, that's how we plot it out. Follow me to the bathroom. So the bathroom connected to this bedroom, we carved it out of an extra space and made it extra special by some of the painting we did in here. We wanted to save a little money when we did it. We decided to glaze the walls so it looked like it was like a leather paneled wall. We matched it with a little wallpaper, and it kind of gives the old European feel, I think. So check it out. When we started this, we matched the paint, faux paint, to the wallpaper that we bought. A lot of things in here are matched off of an Anthropologie ad we saw, and we love the colors. So when you're coming into your bathroom at least 2 or 3 times a day, why not be doing it with a little luxury? Like the luxury of a chandelier. We put that in almost every one of our bathrooms just so we feel special every day. And when you come around the corner, we put a little shadow box in here that holds jewelry, albeit not super fine jewelry, but it's kind of a collage for just to be able to see it every day, something different.
So this is our kitchen. It might not be your typical kitchen, but we love it because of the items that we made sure to add. So we have our island right here. It's actually your typical size of an island. However, we made sure to add deep drawers in here so that we could store pretty much anything. And then just to make an extra touch of color, we actually changed out the cabinet knobs to Anthropologie or World Market colorful knobs. So another item that people love about this kitchen is our handy dandy pot filler. What is this? Well, it has water behind the drywall here that we have plumbed, and we just fill our coffee mug before we are going to brew our coffee, and we put it back here and we start our morning off right. However, this is such a handy dandy thing with making spaghetti or whatnot. You don't want to go from here all the way to the sink and back and forth. It's just tiresome. So everything's here. So I'm going to take the time to walk and talk in here because it's very messy and I don't want to show you our actual life, but we have all of our pantry items in here. But one area that we love, again, is our laundry room. We specifically picked out a bright and cheery kind of wallpaper back here. And we put up before we put in the washer and dryer and the countertop, just so you open it up and it's not normal white inside. It actually makes you happy to do laundry.
So now we've made it back to the den, which is where everybody in this house seems to lay their rear end to either watch TV, listen to music, or go out to the back porch. A couple of items of interest are my stereo system over here, which should be hooked up to the TV but isn't. How many of you guys have one of those in your house? I have speakers that I put up in the ceiling and they just don't work. But on to stuff that does work. We have a giant moose head in here. This moose's name is Walt, and he was mounted in 1971. He was not killed by anybody in this household, but more, he's in our house for the amazement of how big he was and to keep his memory alive in the house here. You'll notice behind me what looks like a shrine. It's our Jesus wall. You'll notice a big picture of happy Jesus laughing and many other, how would we say it, religious paraphernalia that seem to catch our eyes wherever we go, whether it's to another city or to a garage sale or an estate sale. They all get put on this wall and we all marvel them every time we come by it. You also notice a couple gargoyle shelves. They seem to go with the motif. Connecting this den to the master bedroom, we carved out a space that we call the office. It's a very small office, but one of the main spaces in it, oh, hello there. Of course, a dog toy, is this 1940s government desk. We got it at an estate sale. It looked absolutely terrible. We took it to an automotive paint place and had them spray I think it was a 1959 Ford color on it. It's weathering really well. Put some glass on top of it. Still has the old top where you can see where people were stapling and doing all kinds of stuff with it, but adds to the rest of the charm of the house in things that people have used but don't use anymore. But on to the bedroom.
What's up,
Beaters! Come here, bees! So on to the master bedroom. A couple small items in here. This is our totally chill bedroom. You'll notice behind me, these are not normal nightstands. These were dressers we got from an estate sale. Didn't have to do much cleaning up of them, and they work perfect for holding all of our junk at the end of the day. Phones, you know, every book in the world that we read. We did have a couple items like a picture above the bed. This was something that we're estate sale people, I guess. We just went to an estate sale. It had a bamboo frame, and there was already a picture painted on it. It was an oil-based, I think ferns or something like that. And we had a picture that we wanted someone to paint, and they put our animals in it. The cat's in the foreground, and you'll see a little dog in the glass. It was actually painted wrong. The dog was supposed to be outside, and the cat was supposed to be inside. But nonetheless, both of those animals are no longer with us. Good way to have your dogs and cats remembered for years. Put a picture in your house of them. I will show a couple items of interest that not many people get to see. This, we didn't want to put a normal sink in, so this is about an 1840s workbench that we found Actually, we did find it. We stumbled upon it and it worked perfectly. We just had to get the sink put in. Over to the other side, you'll notice that this bathroom was blessed with a urinal. And that is another 50-50 thing in this house. Some people hate it and some people absolutely love it and are jealous of Jeff. Above it, you'll notice I don't collect them. It just happened to be something, if I drank a beer, I kept a bottle cap, and those actually are IKEA magnets that go on the wall, and they actually hold bottle caps really well. And another thing, sorry, I almost totally forgot. This is that laser cut metal, and this is actually a door size. If you'll remember, it was in the bedroom up front. The bedroom one was painted. This one is actually left raw and it's rusting really nicely. But these were off of a church in New York and somebody was selling them on the side of the road here in town. And we had to duke it out, fight them for wanting to sell it to us or not. But we got them. The other place in this house in which this lady totally misses because she no longer lives here is this back porch. When we did the house, this was the addition part of the house, and we made sure we wanted a nice back porch that you could practically live on 6 months of the year. And basically we have a couch in the back that you could sleep out at night, and it's all screened off, no bugs. We even put screen underneath the deck boards so there wouldn't be any mosquitoes or no-see-ums or anything like that come out here. Got a couple little things from my back history, a map of Iowa on the wall. My wife will be unhappy that I even mentioned it, but that's where I sprang from. This house is in a neighborhood that is definitely old school and antique, and it's all the houses are like on 60 by 120 lots. So we filled the lot up with a garage on the back side of it. There's an alley behind it. So it's kind of a small yard, but guess what? I don't have to mow. And that was another big plus. Guess what? It's time to take all our dogs on a walk.